Within the first 24 hours of being in Cape Town, I got to go to a traditional South African club and learn some of the dances. And then the next day I got to go skydiving over the wine country in South Africa. And then later on that day I got to eat some traditional South African food that was cooked by the people who were letting us stay in their apartments. Cape Town is filled with the most diverse group of people, and there is a wide variety of things you can do and see. And it also has so many activities, and you will never get bored. So Cape Town is very rich in its culture, and it's still dealing with the after effects of apartheid. There's no stated rules anywhere, but there are still kind of visible, unspoken areas of Cape Town that are still divided. So you will see shacks with no running water, and then right next to it there will be multi-million-dollar houses. And South Africa and Cape Town in general has a lot of European influence on the city because of the European colonization that happened. And then also there's a lot of people that migrate down to Cape Town from Northern Africa, Central Africa, and so there are just so many different languages that are spoken, from the Click language, which I never thought that I would hear in real life, and it was just really cool to be able to hear and see people that were from traditional tribes in Africa, to people that spoke Afrikaans. And even though Cape Town is still reeling from the apartheid and there are a lot of areas of extreme poverty, it's still such a beautiful place, and that provides rich culture. And according to the Ecology and Society at Jester's website, highly respected historian Pippin Anderson and Patrick Farrell states that the 1900s saw considerable population growth and the carving up of segregation along the city of racial lines. And then before traveling to Cape Town, it's important to kind of learn about the history and the culture. And then Cape Town is also well known for its beautiful and world-renowned landscapes. So Cape Town is home to Table Mountain, which is a very, very well-known site and tourist spot for people to go to. You can go hiking up Table Mountain, or you can go up the elevator, which is what I did. And there's also lush farmlands. It's called the garden route, and you can go wine tasting, and it's just filled with just the most beautiful green lush land that you could ever think of. And then at the southernmost tip of Africa, the Cape of Good Hope, on the way you can see ostriches, baboons, and wildcats, and then when you get there, there's a rock and you can see seals, and there's also penguins just roaming about, and it was just one of the coolest things. And there's wildlife everywhere you go, and no matter where you are in the city, you will always be able to see the beach or Table Mountain or the winelands. There's no shortage of beautiful visualization there. And then according to the National Geographic website, highly respected writer Heather Richardson states that the carousel, believed to be 4 to 5 years old, has become something of a poster animal for wildlife conservation in Cape Town, a city on the Cape Peninsula whose population has grown from 1.1 million in 1970 to 4.7 million today. The seaside metropolis, with its mountain in the middle of the city, hosts a plethora of urban wildlife, from baboons to penguins. So along with the lush and beautiful scenery that you can get in Cape Town, there's also so many different activities that you can do while you're there. There is no shortage of fun activities, and you will never get bored. There's a lot of water things that you can do, like parasail, wind sailing. You can go cage shark diving, which I did that, and it was really cool. You can also learn how to surf. There's paddle boarding, there's sailing. The beach just provides so many different activities for you to do. And then there's also a number of outdoorsy hiking activities that you can do. Like you can hike Table Mountain, Devil's Peak. You can go skydiving over the winelands, or go cage diving with sharks. And there's also some low-key activities that you can do, like wine tasting, which was very fun. And there are so many different museums, from cultural museums to art museums, just all kinds of museums. And there's so much shopping that you can do. And there's also so many different restaurants that you can try, and you can go and taste some of the local delicacies, which was really fun, and it is interesting. They were interesting, but they were really good. And according to the National Geographic website, highly respected writer Mariette du Toit Helmbold states that Cape Town offers spectacular views, as well as an array of hiking trails and pristine beaches. Being a part of Table Mountain National Park, Cape Point is home to a tapestry of endemic plants, buck, baboon, and more than 250 species of bird. Cape Town has a wide variety of things that you can do, and you will never get bored. There are so many different things that you need to learn about Cape Town. The culture and the history of the city is so rich and deep, and there's just a beautiful landscape. It is, I don't even think you could ever get bored of it. It's so pretty. And then there's also just a lot of activities that you can do. And that's why I think that you should choose Cape Town to go on your next adventure, because you will be able to change your life forever and provide you with some of your best memories.